Hello everyone. I welcome you all in today's maths class. Children, today we will do exercise 3.8 and learn the concept of rounding off to the nearest tens, to the nearest hundreds and to the nearest thousands. Children, let me start off by the explanation of the concept, and then we'll apply the concept in the question given in this exercise. Now children, the concept is, when you are rounding off any given number to the nearest tens, you are going to follow few steps so that the entire process becomes easier for you. Alright, now the question is 34. The number which is given to you, suppose for example, is 34, and you are required to round it off to the nearest tens. So for that, what will you do? You will underline the digit which is given at the ones place. You will underline that and you will put a 0 for that digit. Now after that, you will see whether this digit is 5 or greater than 5. If it is not greater than 5, then you will put this 3 here like this. You will not make any change in this digit. But in case if this digit would have been 5, 6 or 7, any number greater than 5 or 5, then you would have added one number here. Now children, when you are your second question is 375, you are required to round it off to the nearest hundreds. For this, you will underline the digit just before hundreds. What comes before hundreds? Tens. So what will you do? You will underline this and you will place 1020. 1020. And then you will check whether this number is 5 or greater than 5. Yes, this number is greater than 5. Now what will be the effect of this? This number's effect you will see on this 3. This 3 will now become 4. Alright, now let's move on to the thousands. When you are required to round off the given number into thousands, you will see the number which is at 100th place. So because what comes before thousands? Hundreds. This is ones, this is tens, this is hundreds, and this is thousands. So you are rounding off to the nearest thousands. So you will go to the number which is just before thousands, that is at 100th place. So the number is 3. So how many zeros you are going to put now? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now you will see whether this number, this underlined number, is 5 or greater than 5. No, this number is not 5, neither it is greater than 5. So you are going to write this 2 as it is. Now children, we shall start with exercise 3.8. As I have already told you the concept of rounding off. Now children, let's apply that concept in the questions. Now I'll tell you how to attempt the question and how to do it. The first part is, estimate the sum by rounding off each number to the nearest tens, then find out the actual sum and check your estimation. So children, these two new things are used here, actual sum and estimation. I'll tell you about this also, but let me tell you how to start with the sum. Your A part is 54 and 27. Now children, 54 and 27 like this you are going to write, and then what you have to do in the question, you have to estimate the sum by rounding off each number to the nearest tens. That means you have to round off the given question to the nearest tens. So I'll write like this: round off 54 to the nearest tens, round off 27 to the nearest tens. That means the actual digits given in the question are 54 and 27. Now we are rounding off each digit to the nearest tens. I told you the steps. We are rounding off to the nearest tens, so we'll underline the digit which is given at the ones place, because what comes before tens? Ones. So I have underlined this 4. and I will place a 0 for this 4. I've done it. Now let me see whether this number, the underlined number, is 5 or greater than 5. In this case, this is smaller than 5. So the number which is just before the underlined number will be copied as it is. So this becomes 50. Now children, this is the actual number and this is the estimated number which you have estimated after rounding off to the nearest tens. Now next you have round off 27 to the nearest tens. This 27 is picked up from here. Round off 27 to the nearest tens. Children, again tens, so we'll underline the digit which is given at the ones place, and we'll put a 0 for 7 here. Now we'll see whether this 7 is greater than 5. Yes, this is greater than 5. So its impact will be seen on the number which is just before that. That is 2. 1 will be added and this 2 will become 3. So now your actual number is 27 and your estimated number is 30. Okay children, so I was telling you, after rounding off the digits to the nearest tens, you are required to then find the actual sum and check your estimation. So for finding the actual sum, what will you do? You will write actual sum here and you will write estimated sum here. Actual sum means sum is the answer of addition, so that means you are going to add the actual digits, 54 plus 27, and the sum is 81. And then estimated sum, the estimated numbers are given here. We have found out the estimated numbers. We are going to find the sum of these two estimated numbers, that is 80. And then finally, therefore, difference between the actual sum and the estimated sum will be 81 minus 80, that is 1. So children, this is how we find out to the nearest tens. Now children, you will be doing part B and C in your fair copies. Alright, now let's move on to the second part. Estimate the sum by rounding off each number to the nearest hundreds. Also find the actual sum and verify your estimation. That means in this question we are going to round off the given numbers to the nearest hundreds. How we'll do? Question number A was 315 and 428. Round off 315 to the nearest hundreds. Round off 428 to the nearest hundreds. And how do we round them off? It is to the nearest hundreds, so we'll see the number which is just before hundreds, that is 10th. So 1 I have underlined, so I have placed 1 2 zeros here and 3 will come as it is because 1 is smaller than 5. Then 2 is underlined here because it is at 10th place. We'll put 2 zeros here, and 2 is also smaller than 5, so 4 will come as it is. So now these are the estimated numbers, and these are the actual numbers and these are the estimated numbers. So actual sum will be you will add these two numbers, and estimated sum will be you will add these two numbers, and finally the difference between actual sum and estimated sum will be 43. In the similar manner children, the third question is estimate the sum by rounding off each number to the nearest thousands, and also find the actual sum and compare it with your estimation. Your first question is 6094 and 4317. Now in this question you will round off to the nearest thousands. Okay, round off 6094 to the nearest thousands you will write, then you will write round off 4317 to the nearest thousands, and then you will round them off. To round it off to the nearest thousands, you will underline the number which is at 100th place, because 100th come just before thousands. So this is 0. So how many digits are there after 0? 1, including 0. 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros I have put here. 0 is smaller than 5, so 6 will come as it is. 3 is underlined here. 3 is at 100th place. So after 3, including 3, how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 zeros. This is smaller than 5, so 4 will come as it is. Actual sum of these two numbers, actual sum 10,411, estimated sum 6,000 plus 4,000, this much, and therefore the difference between actual sum and estimated sum is 10,411 minus 10,000, that is 411. So children, in the similar manner you will do this exercise. You will attempt A, B, C parts of first, second and third question. That's all for today. Bye.